Hi honeys, it's Michelle. I'm here today to do the Your Answers Can't Be Books tag. I was tagged by Kristin at Enter the Book and also AJ at AJ Dunn Reads and Writes. If you want to check out their videos, I will tag them below in the description box. Okay, number 1. What is something that you own way too many of other than books? That would have to be clothes. I have a lot of clothes. I have a second page on YouTube. It's actually, I guess you would call my main channel that I've had for a couple years. And I decided to branch out into a book channel. But I have really accumulated a lot of clothes over the years on that channel because it's kind of mostly like a fashion clothing kind of channel with some other stuff mixed in. And I'm trying to kind of change that channel around a little bit because I don't want this many clothes and I certainly don't need more. So it's really fun to try to figure out what direction to go with that because that's what people want to see on there. It's just more and more and more clothes. Number 2, what is something that you do for fun that's not reading a book? Oh, okay. I'm a very creative person. I like to paint. I like to crochet. I like to do arts and crafts. I really like going to museums and, well, the next thing I was going to say had to do with books, so I won't mention that part. Museums, I like going to like ghost towns and that kind of stuff. I do love movies, especially mysteries and old movies. I was a dancer for 15 years, so I do like dancing. I like yoga, that kind of stuff. Number 3, what is something special or important on your nightstand that's not a book? Okay, I'm looking over at my nightstand right now. I've got a lamp that I don't know where it's from. If I hear back from my mom about where it's from, I'll put it up here somewhere. But it's a lamp of an elephant with a amber glass globe over it. I'll put a picture up here. This was my great aunt Teddy. She got this overseas somewhere a long time ago. Like I want to say the 1950s probably. And she gave it to my grandma, or I guess my grandma got it when she passed away. And then my grandma passed away and I got it. So it's been in the family for a while now. And then I have a jewelry box on my nightstand that is one of those, I can't remember what they're called, but it's an Italian jewelry box with a music box in it. And I keep a lot of my book supplies in it. Oh, wait, I can't talk about books. Anyway, and then on my nightstand, I also have a martini glass that's always full of fresh water. That is actually what my cat Marty likes to drink out of. I know, he's different. And then I have this other, I've got a noise machine to kind of quiet noise because we live in an apartment and it gets really loud here. And then I've got a little round piece of wood that actually was originally a candle topper that I use as a coaster. I like to drink tea at night when I'm reading and getting ready for bed. So that's everything on my nightstand, but the special thing is the lamp. Number 5, what's a fun gift that you've received that wasn't a book or a gift card for books? I've actually got a couple things that I was going to show you that are gifts that are really meaningful to me. And they're all jewelry related, which is funny because I'm not really a big jewelry person. The jewelry I wear is usually, cheap costume jewelry and stuff. But I do have some stuff that I really do treasure. I got this locket when I was a little girl from my grandma Caroline, and she put her picture in there. And as you see, this is who I look like, right? But I've always kept it, and even though it's kind of broken and it's hinged open and there's no way to put it on a necklace, I have always kept it close by. I really love this locket. And then I've got this here. This is actually the wedding ring that I wore. I don't wear it anymore. I've gained enough weight since we got married to where it doesn't fit. And I could get it sized, but I'm hesitant to get it sized. So this was my husband, Brad. This is his great-grandmother's wedding ring from, I think it was the early 1920s. I'll look up the date and put it up here, but so it's about 100 years old. It was his grandma Angelina's ring. And my mother-in-law gave this to me the day before I got married, and I wanted to wear it on my wedding day. So this is actually the ring I wore when we got married. And Brad's wedding ring is his great-grandfather's ring. We knew that was going to be his ring, but I didn't know that I was getting the one to go with it until the night before. But because this is a family heirloom and I'm going to be giving it to one of our nieces and nephews eventually, I don't know if I should get it sized. You know, if you have any opinions on that, let me know. And then another thing that I really hold dear to me is this ring here. This is a ring that Brad got me for our 6-year wedding anniversary. And it's just very dear to me. I absolutely love it. I love that he picked it out. So those are my 3 gifts that I really hold dear to my heart. And my favorite gift of all time that I've ever received, I can't tell you about because it's book related. But what I'm going to do, because I love this story so much and it is book related, and I know you guys probably are curious what the story is, I'm going to do a mid-month book review and update video like I did last month. And I'm going to throw that story in there because I think that you guys might find it kind of sweet. Number 6, what's a YouTube channel that you watch that's not related to books? I took some notes here to tell you. Not related to books. Okay, there's 3 channels I love watching that aren't related to books at all. There's one called Merc Docs, and she basically goes over stories of people who are missing, that are unsolved. And she also does a lot of videos about solved crimes and people who have been found, which I love. I just love that kind of stuff. Then I like Bailey Sarian, which you probably already know who she is. If you don't, you might want to check her out. She does, I think she has a makeup channel. I don't watch that one though. But she does true crime stories while she's putting on makeup. But I mean, I think she has another channel where she just puts on makeup. You might know the answer to that, and then now she's also been doing a podcast where she's been talking about, she does talk about true crime stories, but she's kind of going deeper into it and talking about different parts of our history, and it's really fascinating. And then the last one I wanted to mention is Under the Ash Tree. She does true crime stories as well, and what's kind of neat is, so Bailey Sarian, if I want to do true crime, Bailey Sarians are usually half an hour to an hour long. And if I have dishes I want to do and a bunch of cleaning, I'll put her on. But if I need something a little bit shorter that I want to watch, I'll watch Under the Ash Tree. Hers are usually 15 to 20 minutes. Sometimes maybe a little bit longer, but not too terribly long. So that's kind of how I gauge which one of the 2 I'll watch. And then the Merc Docs, I watch obviously those as well. But those are my 3 big ones. It's funny, so many people, I've been watching a bunch of these videos where people give their answers to the different questions on here, and it's funny because most people seem to have a bunch of different things they watch videos on, and I don't, for some reason. Even though I'm a Gemini, I should have thousands of different subjects, but I really don't. Oh, and there's one I forgot to answer. What's something that you buy at a bookstore other than books? Well, Usually I get coffee, like a latte or something. But lately, the last 2 times I've gone, I have got Golden Girls merchandise. There's a magnet set. Oh, sorry. There's a magnet set that I found there of their kitchen with the Golden Girls and some different things that you can put on there. I got that. And then the last time I went, I got a magnet set of bookmarks and this. This is one of those things where...
What are you, a pervert? I was married for 45 years and everything saw my husband's go get.
That's what this is. You can just push it, and there's a bunch of different quotes from the show on here. A bunch of them. And it's just nice. I have it on my desk, and when I maybe got ripped into on the phone or something, I just hit this and play it and feel a little bit better about all the mean people in the world. And then the last question on here. Tag 5 booktubers that you want to learn more about. I just can't. And the reason I say that is I spent some time looking at this, and everybody's page that I could think of has already done this video. So I'm not tagging anybody because you've already done them. But that is it. That's the answer to all of my non-book related questions. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. I love you. Bye.